Hi everybody, Chris Stokes from Custom Fitness Personal Training Studio. And today we're talking about your beloved coffee. It is one of those things that people come in talking about, and it's something that a good majority of people drink. What they put in it, well, it can go anything from absolutely nothing up to the bulletproof coffee, maybe some people with heavy whipping cream, all sorts of interesting things that get put into coffee these days. So why then would people ask you not to drink it or to limit how much you're drinking? Because we all know that if you don't drink it, you're going to be exhausted, right? So, what would be the point? Well, we got to think first about what coffee is and what it's doing to your body. So, coffee is the magical caffeine, right? Always kind of provides that upper moment, that higher level of energy. It's a stimulant. It acts a lot like sugar does in the body, where it causes your body to have a very short term amount of energy that eventually will wear off and will leave you kind of in a lurch looking for the next hit of energy, right? So it can really kind of cause the body to get confused, is probably the simplest way to put it. What's happening is whenever you're drinking a whole lot throughout the day, then it's actually causing the body to be confused on what true energy feels like and how to produce the right energy so that you're happy enough that you don't drink this stuff, right? So I used to have a lady who would make a 10-cup pot of coffee in the morning, and then she'd drink it, the whole thing, within like an hour and a half. And she didn't feel very good for some reason, but it just always amazed me. And that was back when I was first starting to train that I met this woman. And love her heart, we went back and forth on this. And I drank coffee every now and then. It was really more of a college kick thing. But it wasn't something that I understood at the time as to why she was doing it. At the time, she had 3 very small children, all in preschool and pre-K. She had a very stressful job and a very stressful marriage. So the only way that she could survive those was with more energy. So she constantly drank caffeine. So after she finished that first cup of pot of coffee in the morning, then it really was about lunchtime that she fixed another pot and she drank the whole thing again. So this woman was seriously drinking like more than 20 cups of coffee a day if you really measure down the ounces. Of course, she drank it out of a very large coffee mug, so it made her feel better about it. So the thing was that it just kept being a problem. She ended up, really feeling terrible, having some chronic issues. Health became an issue, and so we started looking at some different nutritional things. Well, caffeine, again, it confuses the body's energy systems. And so it tells you that, yes, I've got so much energy, don't produce anymore. So the body starts to slow down its energy production. Well, then the coffee runs out, drops down, the energy production has to come back up. And the body says, well, but you had something else earlier. So it's kind of slow to get there. So that's when we bring on more coffee. Okay. And the body says, okay, don't need it. So eventually you've got this body response that it's not producing the right amount of energy at the right times because you've caffeinated the body so much. Now let's look at some other issues with coffee before we talk about, the good side of coffee, right? So coffee acts as a diuretic as well. So with the caffeine in it and everything, it actually strips the body of some water. So that's a problem if you're trying to find optimal levels of hydration, especially if you're training for performance or anything like that. Coffee is also one of our most highly pesticide-ridden plants that we have, so it makes it highly toxic. Now, obviously, there's organic brands and things like that have not had pesticides sprayed directly on them, but that doesn't mean that they haven't been sprayed in the field next to it and blown over, anything like that, which honestly, in that case, would probably be a better situation than having it sprayed directly on it. But they do have a lot of pesticides in there, and the body has a hard time processing those pesticides out, and some of them it can't process out. So we have to really work hard to take care of our bodies, and that's one area that we need to look at. So again, it confuses the body's energy systems on how much to produce, when to produce it, what to do. So we want to kind of think about, those things when we're consuming our coffee. So is coffee okay to drink? Well, if you're not doing a specific nutrition plan that's saying don't drink your coffee for right now, for whatever reason, then yeah, it's okay to drink it, but limit it to maybe 1 to 2 cups a day and think about like organic sources, okay? Then when we're adding things to it, that's where we start to add all those calories, right? So black coffee doesn't have a lot of calories. It's all the other stuff that you put in it. So I always tell people that if you're drinking white coffee, you don't really like coffee. You really like milk, cream, and sugar, and that's what you should be drinking instead if that's the way that you're going. The coffee is just kind of a warm substitute to add in there. So if you're drinking more white coffees and things like that, maybe try to back it off a little bit and change it up, because you can easily put, if you're doing the bulletproof coffee, that's a whole different story, but you can easily put other sources of fat if you're needing that into your diet without having to drink it through your coffee. So if that's the reason that you're getting in 16 cups, this is what I'm saying, maybe limit that down and find a different place to put that. 1 to 2 cups a day, not going to cause any harm, but do want to make sure that you're getting enough water on top of that. So if you fix that, kind of tweak it around, stop supplementing so much with caffeine, start supplementing more with actual food, eating vegetables, fruits, protein, healthy fats, those kinds of good things, then you will start to see an increase in your energy and you will stop feeling so lethargic all the time. Hope that helps some. If you would like more help with your nutrition, we can add that into any program that we have, or we can do it as a standalone. Either option is great. But we do have our Lean and Clean Challenge coming up on September 10th, where we're going to focus on eating real whole foods and our accountability with that, our consistency with the program. We're also going to be adding in some wonderful exercise sessions to help you burn off some fat, build some muscle tone, have that increased energy, and by the end of those 6 weeks, you are going to feel awesome. So if you would like more information on that or want to get signed up for it, feel free to either private message us or give us a phone call at the studio, 806-322-3188. We only take 20 people for this challenge, so I would love for you to be in it if you want to be, but that means you got to sign up pretty quick. So as a bonus for signing up quick, we're going to let you work out for free from now until the challenge starts. Pretty sweet. Feel free to give us a call again, 806-322-3188, and I hope you have a wonderful day.